Well, you talk about star power. We're talking about pop culture. We're talking about big-time collegiate athletics. It's Flau'jae Johnson. Flau'jae, great to see you. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me about this first year at LSU. What's it like to be a freshman for Kim Mulkey and the Tigers?
Man, historical. You know, we had a historical season, broke a lot of records, but just playing at a high level, it has been very intense, but it's been fun.
I'm thinking about what's it like to be Flau'jae Johnson in 1 week. You know, you appear on America's Got Talent, the All-Star show, in which gets millions of viewers, and then on Sunday you're playing in the biggest college basketball game in the country in front of 18,000 fans taking on South Carolina. That's a lot in 1 week for a person who's, how old are you?
19.
19 years old.
I mean, it was just like, it was regular. Like, I do a lot in my days, you know what I'm saying? So in the summer I be touring, I'm traveling, so that was just like, it was like, okay, we on tour.
Yeah. Speaking of that, eventually are you going to go on tour?
Absolutely. Like in the off season, I'm going to definitely tour. In season, Coach Mulkey say we strictly basketball.
Yeah. Because I've got friends in the local music, Chelsea's Live, the Varsity Theater. I'm just kind of wondering when's going to be the first Flau'jae Johnson local concert.
I mean, I want to do it when I drop my album. And like, I get a lot of love out here in Baton Rouge, so when I drop my album and I really solidify my music game, that's when I definitely want to do it in Baton Rouge.
So when is the album going to drop?
Probably end of this year, for sure.
Okay, all right. And how many songs are we talking?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Now, I noticed the other day you uploaded a song like 4 weeks ago, Big Foe.
Big Foe.
And the video is shot in the PMAC. So when did you record that?
I recorded it probably right before we dropped it, so probably like 4 weeks ago. I just, me and my camera girl, we just was cooking up. I said I want to just do a freestyle video, you know, spit some lyrics and show the PMAC off, so yeah.
Yeah, is that song going to be on the album?
Yeah, it might. It depends on like if it blow up or not, but I think it's going to blow up.
Okay. So you can just do singles here and there when you want to.
Yeah, so I just do little singles, little freestyle videos and things like that just to keep my fans engaged and give them a little bit at a time so I don't drop the whole thing yet, just because we're in season.
Right, right. America's Got Talent, when you made your debut, it's got 6.1 million views right now. When you did the Put Your Guns Down.
That's crazy.
You wrote that?
Yeah, I wrote that. I was, what, 14 years old when I wrote that.
Yeah. And the audience was moved. So not only are you about to perform and watching you rap, I mean, this seems very difficult. The amount of words and the precision. Then you tell your story and, you know, get a little teary-eyed before you do that.
I mean, it's hard, but it's most definitely like a gift. You know what I mean? And I really like, I thank God for that because it's like you just got to be really gifted and really focused in that moment, and that's what I was. And I knew I had like a mission going on there. I wanted to tell my story. I wanted to represent for my father and really just continue his legacy. So that was my goal going on there. But like with the music, it just come easy because it's a gift.
Your father was named Camouflage. He was a rapper who was just getting started.
Yep.
And he, unfortunately, his career was cut short because of violence.
Right.
Not to get political about it, but your message today, I think, resonates more than ever.
Absolutely. Absolutely, because it's like a lot of senseless gun violence that goes on, and I feel like it just has to be into it, because it's like, it's hurting generations of people, little girls, little boys growing up with no fathers, you know, pieces of families missing. And I felt like in my story, when I said, in my song, when I was like, put the guns down, it was just like a message that just echoed, and you know, people felt it because it's real, and it affects a lot of people today.
Yeah. Simon Cowell's a lot like Kim Mulkey.
Yeah.
If you can earn his respect, if you can earn his respect, you can earn anybody's respect, right? He's not somebody who just throws out compliments like easily.
Yeah, he told me, he was like, yeah, you know, you're a superstar and this and that. That's when I was like, whoa, like I actually got something, you know what I'm saying? So after that, I went out and honed my craft, and I went and perfect my craft. Simon Cowell tell you something, you gotta listen.
Because in that clip, he got up from the desk and he walked all the way backstage and gave your mother a hug. Kia Brooks is your mother?
Absolutely.
Well, what's the term? Mama manager?
Momager.
Momager.
Keep everything straight.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to book this young lady to perform, you're going to have to
go through Mama Bear.
That's right. So yeah, and then I saw the moment where Chris Hardwick gave you the golden buzzer.
Yeah, that was crazy. And it was like I had went through the audition round and there was no more golden buzzers left, and so only a celebrity judge could give you a golden buzzer. So I did my thing and everybody was moved, and he hit that golden buzzer, and that's when my life just changed instantly.
Yeah. I was watching some of your more popular videos. The one Level Up, it has like a Drumline theme to it.
Yeah, I did the whole Drumline thing. Oh, I love that video. Level Up. I did that about 3 years ago maybe, and that's when I was just started to like drop music and put my face out there and really put my craft out there as an artist.
So the part of the video where it kind of stops and you're drumming, did you actually do that?
Nah, I didn't drum. That was edited. Some other boy was doing it. He was going crazy. I couldn't do it.
It was. I like the theme of it and everything.
Thank you.
And then Coach Boosie, excuse me. I'm gonna sound real stupid talking about this stuff, but he appeared in your All Falls Down video.
Yep.
Like your coach, right?
Yeah, man. My Uncle Boosie, he's been supporting me ever since I started rapping. That's ever since he knew that. And he knew my father for a little bit. And so he's always just been looking out for me and helping my mom with anything that I needed. So I called him. I was like, Unc, I need you in the video. It's going to go stupid. I'm doing my commitment video to LSU. I'm going to Baton Rouge. You got to be in it. He made it happen. So, yeah.
Where is the line between rapping and singing? Have you tried to sing?
I can sing, but like, you know, you need a lot of vocal lessons and stuff like that. I don't have time for all that. But I just stick to my rapping. But sometimes I sing, sometimes I rap. I'm much better rapper than I am singing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was what your father did, and you're carrying that torch for him and everything. And I've noticed some other music videos you've shot on campus as well. There's the one where the mic is kind of hanging from the sky in front of the Memorial Tower on campus, right?
Yep, it's right there. I did the point of view video. It's like a freestyle video, just showing me in my element what I like to do, just rap behind the mic and just have fun with it.
Who are your influences?
My influences, well, my first influence ever in music was my father. Like, once I figured out he was doing music and he was rapping, I knew that that's what I wanted to do off bat. And so I love my dad's music, Kim Flau'jae. I like Tupac. I like Rakim, MC Light. A lot of older rappers. Big Daddy Kane, that's my other favorite for sure.
Yeah. What about today's kind of modern stuff? Do you like pop? Or
I love pop. I actually listen to a lot of alternative music. Like, now I don't really listen to a lot of hip hop music because I feel like it's all the same. I listen to a lot of alternative music. I like who I like? I like Harry Styles. Who else I like? I have a whole playlist. You just play.
Dua Lipa? You like Dua Lipa?
I love Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. I love it.
How much do you know about like stuff that I guess some of us grew up on in the 80s? You know about Michael Jackson and Prince? And
yeah. Oh wait, no. It stopped at Michael. I don't really know. I ain't gonna lie. They be clowning me because I don't know too many of the old artists, but I know Michael. I love Michael.
Yeah.
Because of that dance game, but like, I don't know too many old.
The moonwalk and
those. Yeah, I know about that.
Whitney Houston. You know Whitney?
I know Whitney. Okay, I know Whitney. If I say I don't know Whitney, they gonna kill me.
No one has sung like she has. I don't think since then.
She's once in a generation type of artist.
Yeah. Like you're gonna be, right?
Absolutely. Just like I'm gonna be.
All right, well, let's stick to the current thing because Coach Mulkey, she's watching, she's probably yelling at me right now, talking about. So Angel Reese said you should be Freshman of the Year, and I'm sure you think Angel Reese should be Player of the Year.
No doubt.
Tell me what it's like to play with Angel.
Man, Angel, man, I just love Angel. Like, if anybody knows like what it's like to have like a sister like in the locker room, like that's what Angel is. You know what I mean? Like, she just gonna encourage you every single day to be the best player that you can be. Like, she know what she got. She know the star power she holds, so she try to put that into everybody around her and build up everybody's confidence. Like, Angel is like one of a kind type of player and a teammate.
LSU tweeted a video, I think yesterday or the day before, about we want to be beautiful. We're not going to apologize for being women and also being scrappy. And you were part of that? Absolutely.
I feel like you can't put yourself in that box. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's like where I come from. Like, I'm from Savannah, Georgia. You got to be a dog to survive, to make it out there. And so that kind of just translates into what you do. So you kind of take that mentality everywhere. And I feel like a woman can express themselves and still have that feminine side. And I feel like Angel really does that, you know, with the nails and the lashes and everything like that. I keep my nails done. I don't do the lashes. I can't. I gotta shoot it right. But nah, like, I think it's important for her to push that message to the little girls because they really follow us. And we really, like, after the games, crowds of people want to take pictures with us. So they identify with that. So I think it's important.
Yeah, it is amazing. Like, when Coach Mulkey and some of your teammates went to Angola, they were asking about you. They knew who you were.
Right.
you know, and the rap game and everything. And then even the South Carolina game didn't go the way you wanted to, but they all wanted your autographs and everything after the game.
And it was like, oh, that was like one of the biggest tests for me, and I feel like I passed, because usually if I lose a game like that, nah, I'm going straight to the bus. But I knew it was people out there that came to see me and wanted to see me, so I made sure that I put a smile on my face and really just enjoyed the presence of the fans and the people who want to see us.
Everyone says that you're hard on yourself. Flau'jae is so hard on herself. What does that mean?
Oh man, I chase perfection. I really do, and I expect nothing but the best for myself. And when I feel like I'm not giving that, then like I'm just like, I'm hard on myself. Like, come on, like I'm more hard on myself than I am anyone else. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna critique myself before I try to critique anybody else, because I'm just trying to perfect what I do. I'm just a perfectionist.
Speaking of perfection, your head coach Kim Mulkey is not someone who tolerates mediocrity.
Thanks.
And you had mentioned her in your videos when you were coming to school here. I'm going to play for Coach Mulkey. What makes her great?
What makes her great is her will to win. You know what I'm saying? Like she said this quote I'll never forget. She said, "No one likes to lose, but who has an undeniable will to win?" And so she has that, and I don't think anybody is more competitive than her or want to win more than her. Like, she has that, and that's something that she's instilling in me, and instilling in us, and how far we can take it. So just being around that greatness every day, it's that energy she brings. Like, you want to get up to her level, because nobody is on her level.
So in closing, this team, you're heading towards March Madness. You're young ladies, but you may be a little tired, right? You're in February. These games are kind of a grind.
A real grind.
So tell me about the stretch run.
Oh man, we taking every game like it's the first game of the season. Like, we got to keep that mindset. Like, we know what we're chasing. Like, we're chasing something bigger than like right now. You know what I'm saying? So we take it game by game, but we coming 100%. Like, we got to get back in our mode. Like how we were in the beginning of the season, we cannot let off. We got a foot on their necks.
All right, Flau'jae Johnson, thank you so much.
Thank you.